Hello. On behalf of Bishop Daniel, Bishop of the Diocese of East Carolina, Bishop Taylor, Bishop of the Diocese of Western North Carolina, it is my privilege to announce and encourage participation in Freedom Ride 2010, a pilgrimage into history and for reconciliation. Beth Crow is one of the youth leaders who has helped to lead this, and Beth, tell us the dates and cost and quick information, and then we'll introduce Michelle.
This pilgrimage will happen next summer, actually this summer, July the 9th through the 18th. The cost is $350, but scholarships are available, and it is for high school students ages 16 and up.
And no child will be turned away because of finances. We will work with everyone to make this possible. We're privileged to have with us Michelle Lanier. Michelle Lanier is the descendant of prominent, long-standing Episcopalians, the Reverend Gustav Caution, the Reverend Tolly Caution. I knew the Reverend Tolly Caution when I was rector of St. James, Baltimore, both of whom were baptized in that church. Michelle is the curator of history and one of the leading authorities on history in our state capital and state government, and we're privileged to have her with us.
Thank you for having me, both of you. I am really excited about Freedom Ride 2010 and really excited to work with you on this. As curator of cultural history with State Historic Sites, my job is to help interpret the history of our state in an inclusive and diverse way. And I understand that a part of your pilgrimage experience will be looking at the experiences of African Americans as they've seen freedom, as they've struggled through oppression, as a way to look at a greater human story. And I think that's an excellent concept, and we have so many resources here in this state to help tell that story. Right here, where we're standing on the grounds of the state capitol, there are many stories about freedom and oppression and people overcoming oppression. Enslaved labor was used to help build the state capitol. People like Friday Jones were rented out, leased out by their owners to build the state capitol. After it was built, enslaved labor helped to maintain and heat the building. In fact, there are chips on the granite steps leading up to the second floor, which we are pretty certain were caused by the wheelbarrows that were dragged by the slaves up the steps to take the wood and into the fireplaces. When freedom came, African Americans in North Carolina took hold of their rights, and over 125 black men served as legislators in the General Assembly during the Reconstruction period, some of them literally having been born in slavery. Poets like George Moses Horton, who was also born in slavery and wrote about freedom and sought his own freedom diligently, also received his freedom here in Raleigh after the occupation of Union troops. So many, many stories about freedom seekers and surviving oppression.
Michelle is one of the people, the young people who are on this pilgrimage will have an opportunity to meet. This is an opportunity to learn from history so that by God's grace we can create a new future that reflects the dream of God. Beth, what else do we need to know?
That we are using the history in the state of North Carolina as a stepping off tool to help us look at the bigger picture of recognizing the dignity of all human beings and to have reconciliation within ourselves as well. Very excited.
Michelle, thank you.
Thank
Beth,
you.
Thank you. And thank you, Diocese of East Carolina, Diocese of Western North Carolina, and Diocese of North Carolina. God bless you and keep the faith.